Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Amethyst Podcast. I am continuing the Tarot and Avatar: The Last Airbender series, where I take characters from the Avatar: The Last Airbender story and compare them to the major arcana in the tarot. Now, this episode, we will be talking about the Hierophant. Yeah, I hope I'm saying that right. And I will be connecting him to Avatar Roku. There's a little bit of symbology here, a little bit of matching. So they both have the red robes and they both have some type of headpiece, or the Hierophant has a crown. But it's seen of some form of significance, right? It's prominent. And even though Roku's is smaller, it is still recognized as, there's some importance to this headpiece in the story, at least enough for them to acknowledge it, as an as an item worth passing down, right? So that being said, the Hierophant is a character who is supposed to be a guiding light, right? He holds the keys to the ultimate goal for some people. And in the card, you have two, I would say, followers or two seekers looking for him to guide them where they need to be, to provide them with these keys. In the show, the two characters that he's guiding, one conscious and one subliminal, and in the show it's that way as well, right? So if you look at the card, right and left usually mean conscious and subconscious. Same in the show. He's guiding Aang consciously. I mean, it's in his subconscious, he's talking to him, but he's actually just straight up telling Aang what he needs to do. Where Zuko, he's kind of influencing him in his subconscious. He's like a angel on the shoulder. You see Zuko going through these emotions, these conflicting emotions, and it's later said by his uncle Iroh that this is coming from the fact that you're descendant from Avatar Roku, and that part of you, that spirit, is fighting with the other half of you that's, descended from the bad guy in the show. And you're going to have to come to terms with that. But he's basically influencing them and guiding them in, or guiding Zuko in his heart, what he needs to do. And so he's providing them the keys to their success, what they really need to accomplish, what they really need to be whole and get to that ultimate goal in their journey. Roku in the show, however, also has a struggle, something that he faces, and that is that in the negative sense, this means conformity in a lot of ways, right? You don't want to rock the boat. So the Hierophant represents secret knowledge and conformity. He has the secret knowledge of what Aang needs to accomplish his goal and defeat the Fire Lord. However, when it was his turn to fight the Fire Lord, he was too passive. He didn't do what he really needed to do to stop the Fire Lord, because in all reality, the Fire Lord was his best friend at some point. It was a good friend of his. He didn't want to do what he really had to do. And this is something that can happen in reality with our daily lives as well. You have people who are friends to you, close companions, acquaintances, that you'll see them do something wrong. You'll see them, maybe they'll ask for advice or explain the situation to them. And you don't really rebuke or condemn or tell them what they're doing wrong, because you don't want to rock the boat. You're being too nice. And that's usually what the Hierophant is seen in the negative sense, right? Is somebody who's like, yeah, you're guiding them, but you're not bothering to, you got telling them, oh yeah, 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 you do it, girl, or you go, man. That's no problem. Yep, you're being a yes man, or you're just going along with the flow because you don't want the sourness that comes, or you don't want to rock the boat, or you don't want the negativity that comes from them after you tell them what they're doing is wrong. It's not going to lead them where they want to go. And yeah, they may not care for it at first, but as again, in the book of Proverbs, it says, somebody who, or I'm paraphrasing, but somebody who's wise and a friend who listens to you and you give them a rebuke, they care more for that than they do when you're just being a yes man. It's sweeter to them, right? A rebuke is sweet to a person who is discerning, who has a listening ear, who is a friend to you. That is where the Hierophant lays. Sometimes you have to really put your foot down and say, hey, this isn't okay. instead of, conforming, going along with something that you know isn't right in your heart. Now, does that mean you're always right? No. But if you're more experienced and you know better and you see something wrong and you don't say anything, sometimes you're guilty by complicity. You're not really giving them the keys that they need to succeed. Well, that's all that it really is for today. I want to thank you for tuning in. If you agree with this or you enjoyed the content, please give a like. Other than that, God bless you. Have a great day.